He should speak great words against the Most High. It should wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws, man. And that's what the so-called white man did, man. Changed the times. He changed the laws, man. Got everybody going to church on Sunday, man. Which that goes back to the worship of the sun, man. You know? But he changed the times and the laws, man. Now he's saying it's all right to be a faggot. He make laws for faggots, man. Make laws for dykes, man.
Yeah, gay marriage is legalized.
Right. Then they make it a crime for you just say that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So they make it a crime for you to say it ain't right. So like I said, he changed the times and the laws, man. And see, you'll never hear this at church. But these 12 tribes, how the pastors are sold out, man. They sold out to the white man, man.
I already know I'm here.
Right, I know. I can tell you, know, a lot of men know, especially you came up like in the hood or something, man. You already know you'll try to go to church and do the right. You'll be like, hold on, this ain't reality. This nigga talking, man. This shit ain't reality. And they shall be given into his hands until they times and dividing the times, man. So we was giving it to the white man's hand that times and dividing the times represent 350 years, man. Like from 1620s to 1970s, man. And they had us basically, the slavery, basically the buck of the slaves came to America like in 1620, man. But from 1620 to 1970, our people were lost, man. That times and a half time represent 350 years. Because during the late 1960s and 70s, our people started to rise up. They started to come back to the knowledge like, white man ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord started to take us out of his hand, man. You know what I'm saying? We started to learn the truth and the knowledge, man. I'm going to read verse 26, and I'm going to go back to Isaiah. I'm going to go back to where, now I'm going to get the precept on there, because it said he should wear out the power of the saints, man. You know? Because I was going to how people wore out, man. Why a lot of our people turn to drugs and shit, man. Because it's the system against them, and the system just continually to beat them down no matter how you try to do the right thing, no matter what you try to do, man. But it's one thing about these words right here, man. You start to read this Bible and get this word in you, you'll realize I don't got to turn no drugs and none of that shit, man. Like, these words going to renew your spirit. These words going to give you that strength to make it through, man. You know, it's all right to drink. The Bible tell you that you can drink, you know. It's all right to drink, man. All that other shit they got us doing, we don't supposed to be doing it, man. You know, and I used to do it. I used to smoke weed. That used to be my thing. I used to smoke weed. I used to smoke before I drink. But when I learned you weren't supposed to smoke, I stopped smoking, man. You know? I smoked for a long fucking time, man. Your first time here? Your first time here about the 12 tribes of Israel? Right, man.
I done heard of them names before, but I never. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't never heard of all the ones on the left.
Right.
I heard of Judah, Benjamin.
Right. See, everybody on the side, these your brothers. These your brothers and sisters, man. Nobody else, man. Everybody else are our enemies, man. All the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, they are our enemies, man. They helped with the slave trade, man. They all took part in it. So remember that, man. Remember, these your people right here, man. These are people you supposed to treat right, man. You know, the scripture tell you that, you know, you don't go around here trying to treat nobody wrong. You know what I'm saying? No matter how they look. But, you know, these your brothers right here, man. This your family right here, man. You know? No, it's all about knowing who your brothers are and knowing who your enemies are, man. So when that time of war comes, you will know, man. As war coming to this place, man. It's like in the Bible say that, man, it's a time for war and a time for peace, man. You know, America made war against our people and prevailed, man. And now the Lord restoring our people, man, and healing our people. But first you gotta be restored mentally, man. And in order to stand in this great battle of the Lord that's coming right now, you're gonna have to be mentally ready for it, man. Cause you're gonna be walking through these streets, dead bodies gonna be everywhere, man. The Bible said the Lord said He he gonna have dead bodies from one end of the earth to the other. Now, see, that's another thing a lot of people don't know, man. When the Lord come back, man, he gonna lay a lot of people. He gonna kill a lot of people, man. Just straight up, man.
Talking about the rapture.
The church is calling the rapture, but it's gonna be the deliverance of these people, man. Right? When he come back and deliver these people, him in the heavenly host, the armies of heaven, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here, man. We're gonna get a lot of killing in.
It's already a lot of stuff that's going on there.
Yeah, but this is right what you seeing right now. Like you said, this ain't nothing compared to what's gonna happen, boy. This Daniel 7:26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion. Right. And the judgment sitting right now, man. And the white man's dominion finna be taken away, man. His rulership. To consume and destroy it until the end, man. So America finna be destroyed, man. So that's another thing you gotta know, man. The Lord finna destroy this place, man. For all the bullshit they took us through, man. Shooting us down in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Lynching and hanging us. This place finna be destroyed for this, man. You got to know that, man. That's part of the knowledge of salvation, man. So you gotta receive the knowledge. In order to be saved, you got to have that knowledge of salvation when the Lord come back. And the kingdom and dominion and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. So the Lord gonna give the kingdom gonna be given to us, man. But it ain't gonna be handed to us. We gotta put in work, man. We have to put in work, man. Like now, we putting in work, man. Prophesying against these different nations, restoring our people, man. But like the scripture said, the Most High gonna give us He gonna give the kingdom to the people of the saints. These are the people of the saints right here, man. The Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him, man. So all these other nations, man, you got all these other different countries gonna serve us, man. Because we serving them now. That's why in the neighborhoods, the Arabs got their stores, the Chinese got their own business, and they making making millions of dollars off of us.
People.
Yeah, ain't giving us shit, man. But don't worry, hey, this shit temporary. What they doing? When the Lord give us the kingdom, we gonna rule over there. We gonna rule over them forever and ever, bro. And this kingdom ain't nothing compared to that. Gonna be our kingdom. There gonna be no more suffering, none of that, man. You might have arguments with your family, disagreements, fights with your friends. All this shit gonna be done away with, man. We're gonna be in forever happiness and peace. No more problems, man. We ain't gonna get there right now, man. Cause this the wicked kingdom, man. A lot of our people try to strive for that right now. He end up getting their ass destroyed, man. That's why you see Bill Cosby ass on the news for rape and shit. Cause he tried to make this his kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? He cool the so-called white man. He got this money. Oh, I'm in my kingdom. The white man had to show him, nigga, this is my kingdom, nigga.
Pull their case on.
Huh?
They're doing that to a lot of black people.
Exactly.
They're trying to come up.
But that's what our people get for not obeying these words and trying to build a kingdom in America, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having good things, man. But you gotta know all that's temporarily, man. You gotta know who your enemy is. You gotta know this place gonna be destroyed, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with having no good house, no car. But like I said, all these entertainers and shit, man. They'll never tell you what they did to receive that shit, man. All the faggot and homosexual and damn you know what I'm saying? All these different satanic rituals they done did to get where they at, man. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart, man. So this is a vision Daniel seen, man. Daniel was an Israelite, man. Dark skinned man with woolly hair, man.
Change.
Yeah.
Change. He started changing. When the Lord showed him how deep it was, he he spazzed out. He couldn't believe it. And like I said, it changed him, but he kept it to himself.
Right.
Like he didn't go running in the street, like losing it. It changed him and made him a tour up problem.
Right.
Probably was more to like.
He saw the vision of the America, how they had us getting shot down in the streets. And he saw all that.
So,
he saw us hanging he saw us get through over the boat and shit. He saw all that, man. So it messed him up in his spirit. He kept the matter to himself. He didn't understand it. Daniel 12 tell you he didn't understand. It told Daniel, in the last day you're going to understand it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to stand in your life. Then you understand. Got a lot of stuff the prophet was writing. They just were writing the vision the Lord was seeing, and it messed them up. It was messing them up, man. Like even John the Revelator in Revelation, he failed. He tapped out. The angel had to give him strength. You know what I'm saying? When he saw his vision, man.
It's a lot, man. I mean, it's good for poor black men. Poor, you ain't got nothing. Oh yeah, that's it.
Right.
You'll go from poor to on point.
To rich in the spirit, man. Rich in faith, man.
You look around like boy, he said, see, it's the word. I don't even want to talk too much.
Deuteronomy, you right though, bro. Deuteronomy 32, because it said he should wear out the power of the saints, man. And I'm gonna get that, man. The Lord, that's how the Lord works though, man. He'll let you get all the way to the bottom. And then that's when he gonna make you think it's over with for you. And then that's when he gonna lift you back up. And that's how the Lord works. That's how he show his power, man. That's what he did with our people, man. This Deuteronomy chapter 32. We start at verse 35. Said, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, man. So he's talking about the so-called white man, man. His foot sliding in this due time right now, man. Like he been ruling, he been going hard, man, for over 500 years, man. And he at the top of his game right now. This motherfucker got a missile that can destroy everybody at one time, man. Who wanna fuck with him, man? But that's the Lord finna show his power in there, man. Just like he did with the Egyptians, he let them get all the way to the top. And he told I'd let you get that high just so I can show my power throughout the earth. Same thing with America, man. So-called white man. He let him build up his whole technology, military might. White man got satellites see across the whole earth. Who else got that power? The Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? But the white man, he trying to be God, man. He said their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that should come upon them should make haste, man. Right. So everything that's coming up on the so-called white man right now, mainly America, man, because this is his country that he put up and like, yeah, look at my glory, look at my kingdom. So that's why the Lord gonna destroy this place, man. But it said, and the things that should come upon them should make haste. So all this shit speedily coming upon the so-called white man, man. Going back into the scriptures and Obadiah, where the Lord said, I laid a wound under thee, and they was not aware of it, man. But the Lord shall judge his people and repent for himself for his servants, man. So that's what's going on right now, man. The Lord judging we've been under the judgment of the Lord, man, for over 500 years now, man. See, the Lord judged us for trying to be cool with the white man and these other nations, man. He brought us into slavery and the captivity under them, man. But it say, for the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he see that their power is gone, man. We ain't got no power right now, man. You got our younger generation dressing like straight faggots, man. Skinny jeans, all this bullshit color in their hair, man. Our power gone, man. For real, but this all a plot and a plan by the white man, man. Cause guess what? You go to the stores right now, man. You gonna have to search hard to get some regular pants, man. They trying to force these skinny jeans and shit up on you, man. You gonna have to go to store after store to find you some bag of shit that ain't skinny, man. You know what I'm saying?
I really just wear shorts.
You said what, bro?
I said I really just wear shorts.
Right.
If I do have a pair, I cut like this.
But I'm just getting into the point of where the Lord said, I'm I'm going to read verse 36 again. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants. So the Lord repenting himself right now for his people, man. He having mercy upon them, man. When he see that their power is gone and that there is none shut up or left. Right. So Lord looking down there like, man, my people through, man. They finished, man. Now he finna show his power, man. But that's going back into, they wore out the power of the saints, man. They wore us out, man. And he should say, where are their gods? Is their rock in whom they trust? So now that's the Lord look down and said to our people, where your gods at now, who you trusted in, man? You trusted in your money, you know what I'm saying? You trusted in yourself. Now you got a lot of our people they think they God. They don't believe they God. Whatever they do, they think they God, man. A lot of our people Muslims, man. That shit not gonna save them, man. Christianity, some bullshit, man. A lot of our people turn to Masonry, these Greek fraternities, man. All that's some BS, man. You gotta turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments of this book, man. The Lord will He have mercy upon you, man.
You ain't a Christian.
Huh?
You ain't a Christian.
Yeah, we Christians, but see, I said Christianity. See, Christianity is a religion they made up. It's tricking our people. They act like they use the Bible, but they ain't abiding by it. Abiding by it, because the word Christian means anointed one. You know what I'm saying? Then you put an S on the anointed one. So yeah, we are Christians. We the real Christians. These people the only ones to be Christians. But it just means anointed ones. But when you go back to who we really are as a nation, we the Israelites. Man. The word Israel means Yasharallah. He is Yah. That's in the Hebrew though. It's the English so we can understand it. But Israel in the Hebrew, Yah is he. Shar is prince, Allah is power. We the prince of God. We the princes of God. We the sons of God. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we are. We the Israelites. That's why I told you an Israelite, man. Which means you a son of God. Which Christian means we the anointed ones. You know what I'm saying? But see, damn, what if you call yourself a Christian, then an Israelite, man? Because can't nobody take it. Can't nobody, don't nobody. They plotted basically. That the name of Israel be no more remembrance, man. You know what I'm saying? So we are the Christians, but we gotta put this energy out here. We the Israelites. We the Israelites. When I said Christianity, that's just Christianity, the religion they made up, man, to deceive our people. Because Christianity, Christianity don't teach you nothing about you an Israelite. They ain't breaking down. They'll have this Bible in the church. The first thing your pastor's supposed to tell you though, the Lord and Savior, who the world called Jesus Christ, is a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, man. We look just like him, man. That'll make our people have more, you will feel more about yourself, you'll have more confidence when you knowing you look just like the Lord and Savior, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, right, man. How you doing, sir? What up, man?
I was listening to you. I was listening to you speaking the truth. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I'm listening to you.
How you stay in Gary, Indiana?
Yes, sir. That's how my daughter's college. Don't know what college. I was just listening to you tell the truth about Cain and Gary. Cain and Abel. I was listening. Tell the truth.
Cain and Abel, Esau and Jacob is the reincarnation of Cain and Abel.
That's right. Don't you do this every week?
Every week, every Saturday. Around 3:30 to 6 months. It's the church right here.
Oh, it's the church.
The word church means to call out. You know? Because the Lord said in the Bible, He dwell at night, His building is made with hands. So it's just like you get around with some brothers. Y'all start, y'all get the Bible, and y'all start reading the scriptures. You have a church right there, no matter where you at.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You look in the bathroom.
Right. Right, you can be in a park. Brothers get together and start reading the Bible. That's church, because y'all calling down each other. And you going to the scripture.
What type of religion?
It's not a religion, it's just teaching our people the truth, to come back to their true nationality. Israelites. Because see, ain't none of that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Ain't no Methodist, ain't none of that in the Bible. You know,
Pentecostal Methodist.
nah, ain't none of that in the Bible. That's that. I see. The white man came up with all them different denominations. It's all about conquering the divide. Huh?
There were 7 churches, right?
Yeah. But those 7 churches just represented those churches that was in each part of. Nah, it wasn't that they was it wasn't that they was Catholic. It was just the 7 churches was just they was in different parts of area. And he was writing to
Different parts of Israel.
just different parts of the land scattered throughout Israel.
Right. It's nice meeting you, man.
Okay. All right,
Get
bro.
out of here. I'll see you.
All right.
You say you be right here.
Hey, man, let me have a ride. I'm from Gary. I got a car way over there. You all right with me? I don't want to ride around the corner. My family's sitting right there.
All right, send it.
Oh, it said, and he should say, where are their gods and their rock in whom they trusted? So this the Lord finna say in our people now, man. He like, look, y'all y'all call y'all worshiping me, but look at the condition y'all in. Y'all can't be worshiping me, you know what I'm saying? If y'all in, you know what I'm saying, you still at the bottom, man. So this is the Lord basically saying right here, where you rock at now? Who you trusting in? The Lord basically being sarcastic to our people, man. Like all these different religions and stuff y'all into, it ain't helped y'all. It's only brought y'all further and further to the bottom, man. You know? Which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank of the wine of their drink offers. Let them rise up and help you and be your protection, man.
Basically, they ballin'. They don't they do it today. You join the group, you get in the clique, and you ride.
Right. Like he said, let them rise up and be your protection, man. I see these times to come, man. It's all about having that knowledge of salvation and knowing who you are, knowing who your power is, man. You know, and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. Just like the white man teach us shave our beard, our be looking our pretty. Like we wasn't supposed to do none of that, man. You know, the Israelite man had a beard on their face. They didn't line their hair up, you know what I'm saying?
I don't wear necktie.
Right.
I think they represent our nation.
And it represents
Just about for both sides.
it represents some bullshit now. That necktie represents the dick, man, the penis. Rider, that's why it's made like that with the ball at the top there and that shit. Even the belt, your belt made the same way, man. This place is full of enchantments, you know what I'm saying? They got the white man had this shit to a T, man. You wearing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, if you don't believe in it, it ain't affect you, you know what I'm saying? But this is how perverted the so-called white man is, man. Then everything he got set up and you do all these different cars, all these different symbols on these cars, satanic symbols. That Toyota symbol, that's the worship of Saturn, man. You know what I'm saying? All these, you just look at these different symbols of all this shit, go back to worshiping the other gods. Everything around you is an enchantment, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, man. Give him a language, but that's how deep the so-called white man is in his witchcraft, man.
Like the monster energy drink.
What they got on that monster energy? But yeah, like you said, even all the drinks, the shoes we wear, the Nike symbol, man, represent the Greek god. Forgot everything. All this.
He died after running 26 miles.
The Chevy symbol, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit go right back to satanic symbolism, man.
That's a hex.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It's enchantment.
That's enchantment.
But ain't no enchantment against Jacob. See, once you come into this true knowledge and understand it, then you understand all this.
Enchantment, charm. I need to think that identify.
We can get it in the Bible. Then we can go into the Hebrew and get
I want
it
to
deeper.
see the sights.
All right, so tell them about the symbols.
Alright. I ain't tripping. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Thanks.
This verse 39. It says, see now that I am he, and there is no God with me, man. I kill and I make alive. See, that's another thing, bro. The Lord said he killed and make alive. See, the Lord doing it all. Motherfucker die, he done. You live, he done. Real. Right. I wound and I heal. You get a wound, might be walking and bump this shit or something. Lord done they trying to show you something. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, man, why that happen to me? He healed and he wound, man. Lord control it all, man.
I just graduated this year.
Either is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right, man.
Is that name
I just want to get that point though.
My favorite bird.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to get that point. Cause the Lord said He gonna look at shit. We gonna wait till all our power gone, man. Then He gonna come and restore us, man. And that's how He show His power, man. Now I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 26, man. And I'm gonna go back to Revelations too. Because for all the lies the so-called white man told, all this deception that the so-called white man put out here, man, the truth prevail in that, man. And the truth is is basically casting down those lies, man. So the white man, only thing the white man gonna be able to do now is revert back to his blessing, which he gonna get physical. He gonna come with that sword, man, and try to take these people out, man. Because his propaganda is not working no more, man. And the main way the so-called white man pushes his lies and propaganda out is through the media, man. Don't you know the word media? It goes back into the word medium. The medium, the witches. You know what I'm saying? How they say a medium? That's what the media is, man. They making you believe some shit. They can make you believe what they want to believe. They showing you and they showing it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of time when they say, for instance, like when they was at war with Gaddafi, when they was taking Gaddafi down, man, they showed on the news, which they'll just get they'll get a place and they'll film some shit, make it look like your city, and make it look like they took it down. That's how they took Gaddafi down, man. They went on news and they was showing like, look, they was showing the people, even in Libya and around the world, they had already took this city down, which they hadn't even done it yet. They made a lot of Gaddafi men start running and shit, you know what I'm saying, ducking off, and they like, damn, they ain't into the city, we ain't know. But that's part of America, that's part of his medium, his witchcraft, man. He can send some shit on the news, he can show you some shit on the news across the world and have you believe, you know what I'm saying? That's how the white man operate though, man. That's how slick he is, man. Say the way of the just is uprightness, and thou most upright doeth wayeth the paths of the just, man. Right. So this is what's going on right now, man. We got to weigh each other paths. We got to measure each other up, man. Iron sharpening iron, man. When you're an upright man, you got upright brothers or sisters around you. We continually weighing each other up. Keep them sharp, keep them on point. Keep it from slipping and falling, man. You have to continuously do that. Why you think when the Lord, Yahweh was on the earth, what he was doing? He was continuously rebuking the disciples, man. And who he was on the hardest? Peter. Because he know Peter was going to be the head, man. He know Peter was going to be the leader, man. He stayed getting on Peter and called him Satan. Get behind me, Satan. You know what I'm saying? But he was sharpening Peter's man up for what was to come, man. Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Lord, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is to thy name. The name is important, man. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The true name of the Heavenly and only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, man. Say, our soul desire in thy name, man. And to the remembrance of thee, man. Right, and to the remembrance of thee, man. So we continuously push that name out there. And the elect gonna remember themselves and start calling on that name, man. They gonna start back calling themselves Israelites again, man. And then eventually the elect, this Sirach 17 and 9, the elect should praise his holy name, man. The word holy means separate, man, sanctified. God, Jesus, them ain't separate, man. Everybody know that name, man. Them ain't the names. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness, man. So that's what's right now that's going on right now, man. But it's gonna be implemented when the kingdom of heaven set up, man. It's that Zechariah 2. The house of the Lord should be established in the mountains, and nations should flow into it and say, teach us thy ways. Yeah, I'm gonna read this again, man. Let that book come out. All it is, man. See, a lot of our people ain't heard this new song, man. Pastors gonna pay for this shit, man. Fake ass pastor, man. Cause you get like the younger generation, man. They hear this new song that's like that was a younger guy just graduated, man, like 18, 19, man. He ain't buck up against this or none, man. No. That's why that new song be a song, man. And it ain't a new song. It say as if it were a new song. It's a renewed song. It's a refreshed song. Cause this been the song the whole time. We just lost it, man. The song was beat out of us during slavery, man. We were being ruled with a rod of iron. The severest and most rigorous rule, it was beat out of us, man. The Lord said we should remember ourselves in the land of our captivity, man. And what Paul say? I write this by way of remembrance. Though you once knew this, so I stir up your pure mind, man. So your pure mind had to be stirred back up, man. You start to remember yourself. We had got them, we had got amnesia for 350 years, man. The Lord gave us a pill of amnesia, man, through the so-called white man, man. I didn't know that. That's how slick the white man is. I'm going to read verse 9 again, man. Isaiah 26:9. Let favor be, 26:9. It said, with my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness, man. So this is going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man, which the judgments of the Lord in the earth right now. But only the elect going to learn righteousness, man. But it say that when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness, going to you other nations, man. Going right back into, y'all ain't going to live until y'all learn righteousness, man, to the 1,000 years of your slavery, man. But guess what, man? Verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness, man. And the so-called white man is considered the wicked, man. Let favor be shown to him, yet he will not learn righteousness, man. And the favor been shown to the, we continuously show favor to the so-called white man, man. We try to get along with them, our people, man. We try to get along with them. We don't want to have no problems with him. He still ain't learned righteousness. You know what I'm saying? He still ain't learned righteousness, man. He still hate us no matter what, man. So let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness, man. And according to the book of Malachi, call him the border of wickedness. He wicked, man. When it say, unless there be any profane person, that's Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man. And afterwards he sought repentance, though he sought a careful with tears, there was no place of repentance found for him. When you look that word profane up right there, it tells you, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to get it, man, to prove who the wicked is. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord, man. It's talking about the so-called white man, man. What's the righteous land? Israel, he still ain't learned righteousness, man. And he's still dealing unjustly, man. Because like I said, even when he came to the Americas, man, these people showed him favor, man. They showed him how to survive. The white man couldn't even survive winters over here, man. Had the Native American Indians show him how to survive, show him how to grow crops for his ass to survive, man. He was shown all that favor, yet he didn't learn righteousness, man. He still dealt unjustly with these people, man. So he can't learn righteousness, man. And you don't know more than what the Lord knows, man. So stop trying to make the so-called white man righteous, man. The Bible says he can't learn righteousness, man. You gotta roll what the Lord say, man, else you gonna get your ass rolled over, man. Straight up, man. So you got GOCC telling you the so-called white man can make it, man. He gonna be saved, man. Y'all better get the hell out. Y'all better get the hell away from me, whoever preaching that shit, man. Because the scriptures don't say that, man. Lord, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see. But they shall see and be ashamed for their envy at the people. Yea, the fire of thine enemies shall devour them, man. Right. Right, man. So I'm going to get that in Hebrew. Then I'm going to go back to Revelation, man. We're just going to keep going where the Spirit leads us, man. Hebrews 12 and 16, man. As say, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness, man. So let's see who the wicked is, man. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears, man. So no matter how the white man cry and seek repentance, there's no repentance for him, man. I'm gonna get that word profane right there, because it says Esau is profane, man. And this for GOCC that said Esau can make it, man. We're gonna get that word profane right there and see what it means. It's just for truth's sakes. Babylos. That's the Greek word for profane person right there, man. And it say accessible, lawful to be trodden, of places, unhallowed, common, public place, of men ungodly, man. So this is Esau, man. He's lawful to be trodden down, man. He's gonna be trodden underfoot, man. Going back to Isaiah 26, when it said he's gonna be trodden by the foot of the poor, man. He's gonna be trampled upon, man. The same thing, man. So accessible, lawful to be trodden, man. So this is the word profane mean, man. Wicked. Wicked, man. So unless there be any wicked person, it's Esau, man. So let favor be shown to the wicked, and yet he will not learn righteousness, man. Hey, that's our definition I need for this, man. Go back to Revelation 20 though, man. Back to Revelations 20 and 5. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection, man. The other nations ain't gonna live again until you serve your 1,000-year slavery, man. Going back to Isaiah 26 and 9, man. When the judgment of the Lord is throughout the earth, the inhabitants of the earth gonna learn righteousness, man. Just going to you other nations. For the so-called white man. Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. On the such the second death have no power. What's the second death, man? That thermonuclear destruction, man. That fire. The first death was when the Lord brought the water on the earth, the flood, man. The second death is going to be fire, man. But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years, man. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, man. See, there it go. It say Satan shall be released out of his prison when the 1,000 years are expired. It ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan, man. Which I'm gonna get the word Satan right now. See what the definition is right there, man. Definition. Greek word is satanas. You say that adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act, name given to him. You say he incites apostasy from God and to sin. Who do that, man? So-called white man, man. But I'm gonna get the key definition. It say a Satan-like man. You know what I'm saying? See that right there? See this in the Greek. This was the definition for Satan. When it says Satan was released out of his prison. Satan-like man. You gotta go back into the Greek. Who is the Satan-like man, man? Who is he, man? So who is this Satan-like man that was released from his prison, man? Got the spiritual demon Satan, he was never locked up for no 1,000 years, man. He never been locked up, man. Job was after the flood, man. After the flood, and when what Satan say when the Lord was having a council with the other angels, he said Satan came too. He said the sons of God was with the Most High, and Satan came too, man. And the Lord, he asked him where he been, walking to and fro throughout the earth, man. And the Lord asked him, "Who you consider my servant Job?" He's like, "Yeah, the only reason he praising you is because you got a hedge around. Let me do my thing to him. I bet he stop." That's what Satan's job is to do, man. Satan's job, the spiritual demon Satan, he work for the Most High too, man. Got angels on the right hand side, angels on the left hand side, man. This scripture right here is talking about a Satan-like man. We're gonna get that too. We'll get a precept of that. But who is this Satan-like man that was released from his prison? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Going to the Renaissance period, from the Dark Ages, we ruled Southern Kingdom, Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. We ruled Europe. We ruled the whole Europe, man. During the Dark Ages, we was the so-called white man in the Caucasus Mountains, man. That's why he called himself a Caucasian. But he was released from his prison after 1,000 years, around the 1300s. The first crime family was the Borgia family, man. That's why the picture you get of whom they call Jesus Christ, it's actually a man, man. Caesar Borgia, man. They actually called him the first crime family. The movie Godfather, he had Al Pacino playing, that movie mimicked them, man. That's why they was acting in the church like the Catholics and shit. See, that mimic, that's a real history of the Borgia family, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is they was released from their prison after 1,000 years, man. And they started to come back into power. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. Who deceiving the nations right now in the four quarters of the earth, man? What nation are people on earth doing that? What man? The white man, man. Gog and Magog gather them together to battle. The number whom is there to say another seat. Who is Gog and Magog? Russia, man. And who basically mustering up the battle? It's the Lord, but America doing, you know what I'm saying, come from the Renaissance period. Who basically causing the world finna go into World War III, man? America, man. The Satan-like man. Now he can gather Gog and Magog up, man. Which now all the other nations calling on Gog and Magog to come and help them, man. Then you got Libya, Libya and was it Turkey? Not Libya and Libya and Yemen, man. Now they telling Russia to come save them from America, man. No. Hey, the spirit just went there, man. Cause I had something planned, man. But hey, like the scripture say, the spirit like the wind, man. You don't know which way it's coming from, which way it's going, man. It just blow, man. Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 13, man. I'm gonna start at verse 1. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. Bird of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, man. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, man. So this is what's going on, man. The high mountain is America, man. And we lifting up that banner up on here, man. And we shaking the hand into the people in this place, man. We warning our people, get right or get destroyed, man. We letting the other nations know ain't no hope for them but slavery, man. You going into slavery, man. That they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. So now, this word going into the gates of the nobles, man. And to the point to where they want to be like, we got to get them off the street, man. We can't have this, man. There's too many people starting to listen to them. Our enchantments ain't working no more, man. Because see, this word doesn't go out void, man. Every time you put this word out there, it's sending them spirits throughout the earth, man. This word is life, man. It's sending them spirits out, knocking, casting down the imaginations, knocking down all the enchantments the so-called white man got up, man. I have commanded my sanctified ones. Who are the sanctified ones, man? Those men. The sanctified one are the men of the Lord, man. Because the word sanctified means to set aside, to set apart, man. So we the ones shaking the hands to the nobles, man. Exalting the voice, man. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. These the heavenly hosts, man. These are the heavenly armies, man. We want to stir up everything you see on the face of the earth right now, man. You got the angels on the four corners of the earth holding back the wind until the elect are sealed. You got the four angels bound at the river Euphrates. They being loose, man, to stir up that whole area over there. What's going on right now in Syria, Iraq, Iran. The Euphrates run through all that, man. So the Lord sanctified, he have called his mighty ones for his anger, man. So the angels steering up everything, man. Even them that rejoice in my highness, man. So you got the men of the Lord on earth that rejoice in the Lord's highness. Then you got the angels, the heavenly hosts rejoicing in the Lord's highness, man. That's like I say, like the Lord said, his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. He just started already, man. We had 144,000 singing that same song that the 24 elders sitting around the throne singing that he's singing in the heavens, man. Until it's gonna be fulfilled into its fullness, man. The kingdom set up, man. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, man. So that's what you see right now, man. The kingdoms of nations gathered together, man. It's like this brother telling me yesterday, man. He said China and Pakistan, all of a sudden, they having meetings and shit the first time in 40 years, man. So now you got all the nations gathering together, man. Against who, man? The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. So it's the Lord of hosts, man, which that means the Lord of arms. He mustering the host of the battle, man. He orchestrating everything, man. Because it's time for vengeance, man. It's time for payback, man. Y'all finna pay for what y'all did to these people, man. You other nations too, man. come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord. Right, man. So the Lord coming too, man. He gonna come back in the midst of World War III. And the weapons of his indignation. What's the weapons of his indignation, man? Those thermonuclear missiles, man. Because guess what, man? How do you make a missile? All the missiles made out of the elements that the Lord put on earth, man. These are the weapons of his indignation, man. He put the spirit on the so-called white man to let him learn how to make that, man. Even if he used the spiritual demon Satan to do it, he controlled him, man. To destroy the whole land, man. So what's the weapons of his indignation that's going to destroy the whole land, man? And that whole land talking about America, man. Those thermonuclear missiles, man. That's going to hit this place, man. And it's going to destroy this whole land, man. Hail ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all heads be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, man. Right, man. So if you don't know this and understand what's finna happen, your hands gonna faint and every heart gonna melt going back into your mind, man. A lot of people just gonna give up the ghost, man. They finally realize what's happening, man. And they should be afraid. Pains and sorrows should take hold of them. They should be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another, and their faces shall be as flames, man. So this gonna be the look of all the people's faces who don't understand what's happening, man. Who don't understand that this place is supposed to get destroyed, man. They're gonna be looking at each other with their all look like, man, what's happening? What's going on, man? That's why the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation, man. He that fear the Lord is his treasure, man. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, man. So this is what the day of the Lord about, man. Wrath and fierce anger, man. That's why the scripture said, in Hosea, woe to them who desire the day of the Lord, but what end is it to you, man? A lot of people be talking about they can't wait till the Lord come back, but do you know what's going to happen when he come back, man? You know it's going to be a day of cruel and wrath, man. Right? Like the church like to you, like the Lord is all good, and he just, everything all jolly and good with him, man. No, man. Oh, Isaiah 63, man. The day of vengeance is in the Lord's heart, man. The Lord been waiting 2,000 years.